lovely people, you are welcome to English Lessons Online. In today's video, we shall be discussing WAEC 2015 English Objective Questions and Answers, Lexis and Structure. Please, if you have not subscribed to our channel, kindly do so by clicking the red button below and press the notification bell beside it so that you get notified when we upload a new video. Let's get right into today's video. Section I. In each of the following sentences, there is a word underlined and one gap. From the list of words lettered A to D, choose the word that is most nearly opposite in meaning to the underlined word, and that will at the same time correctly fill in the gap in the sentence. Number 1. While Araba showed great aptitude in the test, her sister was quite A. Nervous, B. Dissatisfied, C. Incapable, D. Afraid. The correct answer to this question is C. While Araba showed great aptitude in the test, her sister was quite incapable. Number 2. The students registered their disapproval when the self-satisfied SRC thought they would dash their efforts. A. Accept, B. Appreciate, C. Remember, D. Proclaim. The correct answer to this question is A. The students registered their disapproval when the self-satisfied SRC thought they would accept their efforts. Number 3. Rather than pacify the woman, the gifts dash her. A. Disturbed, B. Infuriated, C. Offended, D. Tormented. The correct answer to this question is B. Rather than pacify the woman, the gift infuriated her. Number 4. What made you think I was the master and he the dash? A. Apprentice, B. Maid, C. Recruit, D. Amateur. The correct answer to this question is A. What made you think I was the master and he the apprentice? Number 5. The ticket was rather dense, not the dash growth we expected from the description we had been given. A. Sparse, B. Arid, C. Bare, D. Wild. The correct answer to this question is A. The ticket was rather dense, not the sparse growth we expected from the description we had been given. Number 6. Kaffui's fame as a philanthropist soared as high as his brother's dash as a swindler. A. Unfamiliarity, B. Notoriety, C. Disgrace, D. Disrespect. The correct answer to this question is B. Kaffui's fame as a philanthropist soared as high as his brother's notoriety as a swindler. Number 7. The litigant was smart, so he took the land from his dash friend. A. Timid, B. Slow, C. Scared, D. Dull. The correct answer to this question is D. The litigant was smart, so he took the land from his dull friend. Number 8. The investigators reported that they had searched the entire compound when they had only searched the area dash. A. In bits, B. Carelessly. C. Unevenly. D. Partially. The correct answer to this question is D. The investigators reported that they had searched the entire compound when they had only searched the area partially. Number 9. Seconds later, Aku emerged from under the tarpaulin where Aquile had just dashed. A. Returned. B. Visited. C. Set off. D. Disappeared. The correct answer to this question is D. Seconds later, Aku emerged from under the tarpaulin where Aquile had just disappeared. Number 10. If you hide the criminal, you will be prosecuted, but if you dash him, you may get a reward. A. Uncover. B. Expose. C. Reveal. D. Betray. The correct answer to this question is B. If you hide the criminal, you will be prosecuted, but if you expose him, you may get a reward. Section II. From the words lettered A to D, choose the one that best completes each of the following sentences. Number 11. The boys stole the mangoes. Dash. A. Do they? B. Didn't they? C. Were they? D. Weren't they? The correct answer to this question is B. The boys stole the mangoes, didn't they? Number 12. I was advised dash talking in class. A. Against. B. On. C. For. D. With. The correct answer to this question is A. I was advised against talking in class. Number 13. All of us saw the man dash up the buckets. A. Pick. B. Picked. C. To pick. D. To have picked. The correct answer to this question is A. All of us saw the man pick up the buckets. Number 14. Ayariga with his friends dash arriving today. A. Is. B. Where. C. Are. D. To be. The correct answer to this question is A. Ayariga with his friends is arriving today. Number 15. The man arrived dash car. A. With. B. For. C. By. D. Within. The correct answer to this question is C. The man arrived by car. Number 16. When I was in London, dash. A. I put up with Jojo. B. Jojo put up by me. C. I was put up by Jojo. D. Jojo and I put up. The correct answer to this question is A. When I was in London, I put up with Jojo. Number 17. 10 men sat dash the case. A. By. B. On. C. In. D. Up. The correct answer to this question is B. 10 men sat on the case. Number 18. It never rains but it dash. A is pouring. B poured. C will pour. D pours. The correct answer to this question is D. It never rains but it pours. Number 19. I am speaking on behalf dash my friend. A of. B for. C with. D by. The correct answer to this question is A. I am speaking on behalf of my friend. Number 20. Musa took dash me the first time we met. A after. B in. C to. D with. The correct answer to this question is C. Musa took to me the first time we met. Section III. Choose from the alternatives lettered A to D, the one which is nearest in meaning to the underlined word or expression in each sentence. Number 21. The visitors were prevailed upon to spend another night. A. Allowed. B. Persuaded. C. Encouraged. D. Begged. The correct answer to this question is B. Persuaded, nearest in meaning to the underlined word prevailed upon. Number 22. Do not make derogatory remarks. They spoil mutual goodwill. A. Crude. B. Harsh. C. Negative. D. Cruel. The correct answer to this question is C. Negative, nearest in meaning to the underlined word derogatory. Number 23. All these problems were brought about by your carelessness. A. Originated. B. Complicated. C. Caused. D. Supported. The correct answer to this question is C. Caused, nearest in meaning to the underlined word brought about. Number 24. The school rules are rather lax. A. Powerless. B. Weak. C. Flexible. D. Harmless. The correct answer to this question is C. Flexible, nearest in meaning to the underlined word lax. Number 25. Joseph is the most disciplined football enthusiast I know. A. Patron. B. Defender. C. Fan. D. Sympathizer. The correct answer to this question is C. Fan, nearest in meaning to the underlined word enthusiast. Number 26. It is the pressure of work that has necessitated his early retirement. A. Strain. B. Weight. C. Volume. D. Bitterness. The correct answer to this question is strain, nearest in meaning to the underlined word pressure. Number 27. After the match, it was obvious that the referee was biased. A. Generous. B. Lenient. C. Partial. D. Favorable. The correct answer to this question is C. Partial, nearest in meaning to the underlined word biased. Number 28. How else could we have gone through the spate of harassment? A. Suffered. B. Endured. C. Sustained. D. Escaped. The correct answer to this question is endured, nearest in meaning to the underlined word gone through. Number 29. 17 people indicated by their attendance that they will not resign. A. Declared. B. Intended. C. Showed. D. Notified. The correct answer to this question is C. Showed, nearest in meaning to the underlined word indicated. Number 30. That had been my fervent desire. A. Forceful. B. Ardent. C. Biggest. D. Precious. The correct answer to this question is B. Ardent, nearest in meaning to the underlined word fervent. Section IV. After each of the following sentences, a list of possible interpretations of all or parts of the sentence is given. Choose the interpretation you consider most appropriate for each sentence. I take that again. After each of the following sentences, a list of possible interpretations of all or part of the sentence is given. Choose the interpretation you consider most appropriate for each sentence. Number 31. If you are not careful, by the time we are through with this, you will be laughing on the wrong side of your face. This means that you will soon A. Fall into coma. B. Be in trouble. C. Go home early. D. Start smiling broadly. The correct answer to this question is B. This means that you will soon be in trouble. Number 32. Before the game, Akolgo's team had been considered the underdogs. This means that the team had A. Lost most of its supporters. B. Lost the previous match. C. Not been rated highly. D. Been rated the favorite to win. The correct answer to this question is C. This means that the team had not been rated highly. When you agreed to host the crooks, you signed your death warrant. This means that you A. Place yourself in imminent danger. B. Saved your own life narrowly. C. Signed your will. D. Punished yourself unnecessarily. The correct answer to this question is A. This means that you placed yourself in imminent danger. That was a hard nut to crack. This means that it was A. Difficult problem to solve. B. Problem that caused confusion. C. Problem we have never faced before. D. Purely business problem. The correct answer to this question is A. This means that it was a difficult problem to solve. If that is the man's version, we must take it with a pinch of salt. This means that we must A. Eat our food with some salt. B. Not believe it completely. C. Trust the man's judgment in future. D. Ignore whatever the man says. The correct answer to this question is B. This means that we must not believe it completely. He had a close shave with death. This means that he A. died immediately, B. died later, C. almost died, D. lost a lot of blood. The correct answer to this question is C. This means that he almost died. Justina is the apple of her father's eye. This means that Justina A. causes a lot of trouble for her father, B. is her father's favorite daughter, C. may be the worst girl in the family, D. provides apples for her father. The correct answer to this question is B. This means that Justina is her father's favorite daughter. If you mean it is Ajaara, you are backing up the wrong tree. This means that A. you have guessed right, B. your dog has misled you, C. your suspicion is wrong, D. you are giving Ajaara the wrong name. The correct answer to this question is C. This means that your suspicion is wrong. It is no use sweeping these issues under the carpet. This means that A. you cannot speak the truth, B. you cannot conceal the truth, C. sweeping under the carpet is unnecessary, D. your attempt to cover these issues will succeed. The correct answer to this question is B. This means that you cannot conceal the truth. From his behavior, you could guess that he had a skeleton in the cupboard. This means that he had A. a frightening behavior, B. hid a skeleton in his cupboard, C. an unpleasant secret to hide, D. a lot to say. The correct answer to this question is C. This means that he had an unpleasant secret to hide. We've come to the end of today's lesson. I believe this lesson has been helpful to you. Please remember to like the video, share it to others, and if you have not subscribed to our channel, kindly do so for more valuable and exciting content. See you in our next lesson.